The doctor's fingers froze the moment I told her, "My husband was my previous doctor. He's an obstetrician." Her face drained. She looked at the ultrasound, then at me. Then she whispered, "We need proof, right now." That was the moment everything aligned. Every suspicion, every lie, every late-night excuse. It all snapped into focus like a final puzzle piece sliding into place. Emotional hook, inciting incident. I didn't flinch. I didn't ask what she meant. I simply held her gaze and waited. I'd learned long ago that silence reveals more than questions. She swallowed, hands trembling. "Because what I'm seeing, it doesn't match the medical history your husband wrote about you." Of course it didn't. I already knew. But hearing it from a stranger, hearing the fear in her voice, felt like confirmation carved in stone. I met him 7 years ago, in a crowded hospital corridor, where he wore confidence like a spotless white coat. He spoke softly, listened deeply. He treated me as if I were the only person in the room. I mistook attentiveness for love. I mistook skill for devotion. And when he slipped a ring onto my finger, I believed I was the luckiest woman alive. We built a home on routines. His morning coffees, my late-night files, shared laughter, small plans, soft promises. I trusted him the way a body trusts a heartbeat. I never imagined he'd be the one to stop it. Discovery of the betrayal. It started with small fractures, a misplaced prescription, a message half deleted, a colleague's name mentioned too carelessly. Then the coldness. The rushed checkups he insisted on doing at home. The way he'd touch my belly with professional detachment, not warmth. The night I found the clinic papers, unsigned forms, test results that weren't mine, and a follow-up appointment scheduled for a woman I didn't know, everything inside me went quiet. Quiet, but sharp. When he came home late again, smelling faintly of antiseptic and deception, I didn't confront him. I tucked the papers away, along with the pieces of myself he had slowly tried to break. I learned the name. I learned the timeline. And then I learned the truth. He wasn't just cheating. He was manipulating my medical records. I realized he didn't want me pregnant. Not with his child. Not at all. He had been altering prescriptions, adjusting hormones, saying the right medical words to make me doubt my own body. But the universe has its own sense of irony. The child growing inside me had survived his interference, and that terrified him. So I did what he never expected. I stopped reacting emotionally. I became still, strategic, cold. I documented everything. I photographed the forged notes. I traced every clinic visit he tried to hide. I recorded his checkups at home. Then I found the final proof, an email he mistakenly sent to my device instead of hers. In it, he wrote, "I'll end this soon." He meant me, my pregnancy, our marriage. But he underestimated what a cornered woman could become. I visited a reputable doctor, alone, secretly. I had her review everything. Then I set my plan in motion. I filed a private report with the medical board, attaching every document, every photo, every recording. I hired a lawyer who specialized in medical malpractice and marital fraud. I made sure every legal step was silent, precise, and irreversible. Then I waited. Pregnancy teaches patience. Betrayal sharpens it. The doctor in front of me took a shaky breath. "What your husband wrote," she said, "suggests procedures you never had, risks you don't actually have, and a medication protocol that seems intentionally harmful." Her voice broke on the last word. I placed a hand on my stomach. My baby kicked, almost on cue. "I know," I said calmly. I needed a second opinion, because today is the day he gets his. Right then, my phone buzzed. A message from my lawyer. The board is confronting him, license suspended pending investigation. Another message followed. Divorce petition delivered. And finally, restraining order approved. I exhaled slowly, a release years overdue. I looked at the terrified doctor and gave her a reassuring nod. "You've done nothing wrong," I said, "but thank you for confirming everything." Resolution and emotional release. 2 hours later, I walked out of the hospital into warm daylight, feeling weightless despite the life I carried. My husband, soon-to-be ex, would spend the day explaining lies he'd written with his own hands. By evening, he'd understand the cost of underestimating me. By tomorrow, the world he built on deceit would collapse. As for me, I touched my belly again, warmth spreading through my palm. I didn't just save my child, I saved myself. And in the quiet victory of that moment, I realized something simple. He tried to rewrite my future, so I rewrote his.